Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are live again with some more pack break action. This is break number 2 of the night. It's the last pack break of the week. I should say this is stream number 2 of the night. It's pack breaks 3 and 4, which are the last pack breaks of the week, sadly. But thank you guys for those of you that are returning. We're getting into some more hopefully exciting action, some huge cards. For those of you new, let's break down what tonight is all about. So tonight's format, as all of our pack breaks have been, is hit draft. What does that mean? Well, the edition ticket that you purchased is a numbered edition. So the second ticket is going to be the second pick in the hit draft. The 9th ticket is going to be the 9th pick in the hit draft. Once we open up all the packs, we will then start picking cards based on that draft order. It is a snake draft. What does that mean? We're going to go from 1 all the way to pick 10, and then we're going to go from pick 10 all the way back down to pick 1. So at the front, you're going to pick once. At the back, you're going to pick twice on your way down to the first pick once again, and we'll snake our way back and forth through the night. 4 premium packs, 4 standard packs per break, 40 cards. That means 40 spots, 40 picks. You're walking home with 4 cards each, okay? Now, what's going to happen is there's several people that have multiple picks. There's people that will piggyback and go back to back to back. You know who you are. I will call you out shortly. But the idea is for everybody to stay engaged. We want you here. We want you present so that when it is your turn to pick, we can move through this thing quickly and seamlessly, okay, people? We're going to have some fun tonight. I'm feeling a Reignmaker. I said it in the earlier stream. I'm hoping we pull a Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor is back in the news. He is returning to the UFC. We're going to see Conor McGregor back in the ring in the second half of this year. So I am praying we pull a Conor McGregor card. My goodness, we haven't seen one. We're due. Okay? We're due. Is tonight the night? I don't know. But we've got 4 premium packs per break, 4 standard packs per break. And these premium packs are impossible. That you cannot find them anymore. They are scarce. This is the only place you're getting premium UFC Reignmakers packs, okay? Right here in our live pack breaks. With that said, let's start ripping. Let's begin our first break of the night, our first pack of the first break. Let's go. Standard pack number 1 from right to left, folks. Good luck. 2 rares to start. We will take it. From the right, Munoz, Muderji, Cortez, a Diakise, and a Shabazian. We'll take the Shabazian rare. We'll take that. Up next, from right to left, folks, another rare in our standard pack number 2. Smellsberger, Dan Hooker, Ismagulov. We've got a Michelle Watterson and a Marcin Tybura. All right, we'll take the Tybura. 5 cores here. Not what you're looking for, but let's hope for some big names. Pantoja, Dawson, Daukaus, Alexander Volkov. We'll take that. And finally, a Petr Yan. We've seen Petr Yan all over the place tonight. Well, there you go. There's the first Petr Yan of round 2. Final standard pack. And we do have another rare. Let's go right to left, folks. Good luck. Jake Matthews, Altamirano, Jorge Masvidal, nice. Kunitskaya, nice. And our rare is Magulov. We'll take that. We will take it. All right, it's premium time, folks. Buckle up your seatbelts. It's time. We're Reignmaker hunting. We need a Reignmaker. Right on cue. Right on cue, baby. Everybody hold on. Get in your seats. Grab a drink of water. Don't lose your tempers here. Dan Hooker, rare. We're going right to left, folks. Rosa, Brunson, our elite, Oezdemir, and oh my goodness, it is time. Let it rip. Malcone, a Malcone Reignmaker. Whew, I got excited. Not gonna lie, it's a great card. Any Reignmaker's a great card. Any Reignmaker is a slam dunk. But heart was pounding. All right, from the right, rare, Dumas. Dan Hooker, Michael Chiesa, nice. A Dariush, nice. And a legendary Pavlovic. Okay, we'll take the Sergey. We will take the Sergey. Premium number 3, right to left. Here we go. 3 elites. Let's go. Basharat, Hermanson. Okay, 2 solid rares. Here go the elite. Jack Shore, Alvia, and a Brandon Royval. I'll take the Royval. Let's go. All right, here we go. Final premium pack, guys. Good luck. Good luck. One last and final pack for break number 3 of the day. Bingo. Whoo! 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 Reignmaker, legendary, 2 elites and a rare. Let's go, baby. Here we go. From the right, an Ankalaya, very nice, good start. Our elite, Ducote, a Sarukian, excuse me, whoa. Legendary time. Landwehr, one time. One time. I don't even want to look. Topuria. We'll take a Ilya Topuria, Reignmaker. 2 Reignmakers, 1 break. You can't complain. You can't complain. 2 Reignmakers and 1 break. All right, folks, so here's the deal. Here's how it works. For those of you that are returning, you know the deal. For those of you that are new, we're going to break it down for a minute. The team is going to go into the back. They're going to build your list. The list is then going to get shared to the screen of all the cards that were pulled so that we all can follow along together on what's available, what's been taken, and where we're at in the draft. Again, if you're part of this, please be present. Please be available. Make your picks. Plan your picks. Let's move through these babies seamlessly and get people their cards, okay? On that note, couple of things to call out, some housekeeping, if you will. It is the 2/18 Fight Night, UFC Fight Night event coming up. Yes, that is February 18th. The headliner is going to be the Jessica Andrade and Erin Blanchfield fight. Jessica Andrade actually steps in with about a week's notice to fight Erin Blanchfield and is the automatic favorite. This is actually an important fight. This is going to likely decide the strawweight division and the featherweight division. The flyweight division. So, Valentina Shevchenko is currently waiting to defend her title. This could potentially be an Andrade Shevchenko preview, okay? Or it could be what catapults Andrade into a fight with Shevchenko. In the meantime, it is also going to decide that strawweight contention for the belt coming up, okay? So originally this was supposed to be Erin Blanchfield versus Julia Santos, but with a week's notice, like we said, in comes strawweight champion Andrade, and it's putting really the flyweight ranks at total stake here. So a very interesting card. We are then also coming down to the co-main event, which is going to be Zach Pagua and Jordan Wright. I mentioned this earlier. Jack Pagua, an ex-NFL running back. Okay, he was on the practice squad of the Houston Texans. Prior to that, he played tight end in college. Here he is showing up as an MMA fighter in the UFC. He's got a 5-1 overall record. He completed he competed on season 30, of the Ultimate Fighter in the heavyweight division. And he was an Ultimate Fighter finalist, but for those of you that follow Ultimate Fighter, he lost that heavily anticipated fight to Muhammad Usman. And he's an Elevation Fight Team member, which, of course, is a very notable team in the UFC. He was expected to return to the heavyweight division where he went 5-0. But here he comes into the light heavyweight division as a favorite over Jordan Wright with a 12-4 record. But Jordan Wright is on a 3-fight skid. All right. He did move up to the 205-pound light heavyweight weight class after going 1-4 at middleweight. It just wasn't the right class for him. He did win a light heavyweight promotional debut against Villanueva, so maybe this is the weight class for him. Either way, he is the underdog against Pagua, and it's going to be an interesting fight nonetheless. We also have a heavyweight bout between Josh Parisian and Jamal Pogues. Each earned a Dana White Contender Series win. It is an important matchup for both. Parisian is trying to build momentum. He's trying to make a name for himself. It's his first UFC appearance. But Parisian is definitely more physically imposing. But Pogues is definitely an athlete, okay? So Pogues is trying to impress. First time out. Parisian's trying to build some momentum. It's an interesting spot for both fighters. You got Pogues as the favorite with a 9-3 record. It is his first appearance, and here he is a favorite in his first UFC appearance. And you got Parisian, the underdog, with a 15-5 record. Definitely the more experienced fighter, okay? Light heavyweight bout. William Knight versus Marcin Prachnio, excuse me. These are light heavyweight finishers. Knight is really looking to bounce back. It's a return to light heavyweight for him, and Prachnio is really looking to get back in the win column. Both fighters really fighting for their fighting careers, if you will. William Knight is going to be your favorite with an 11-4 overall record. He's won 3 of his last 4 appearances following his second successful appearance on the Contender Series. But he's lost his last 2 fights at the heavyweight level, okay? Now, again, this is a light heavyweight bout, but Prachnio comes in with a 15-6 overall record, and it has taken him 4 tries to earn his first UFC win. So we'll see if he can right the ship here, okay? But you guys see the list on the screen. That means we're ready to rock. We're ready to roll. Coach S111 comes in hot with the 1, 2, and the 3 pick. Coach S just straight up doing this, okay? How you doing? Hey, how you doing? I'm Coach S. I'm here to pick 1, 2, and 3. Pick 1 and 2 and 3. Coach S111. You are on the board in a break with 2 Reignmaker cards coming out. It looks like first pick in tonight's draft is going to be the Ilia Topuria Reignmaker, followed by second pick, Jacob Malkoun. Jacob Malkoun is going to be the Reignmaker second pick, and the third pick is going to be the legendary Sergey Pavlovich. Wow. 2 Reignmakers and a legendary for Coach S. Pick 4 coming in hot. Bears 21. Good to see you again, my friend. Your pick is in the legendary Nate Landwehr. The Nate Landwehr legendary is going to Bears 21. And we have pick 5 on the board. Lee B10. My friend, you are back on the clock. Good to see you. Lee B10 with the 5th overall pick is on the clock. Welcome back. We are through the Reignmakers and the legendaries. We now sit at Elite with the 5th overall pick. Lee B10's pick is in. It is going to be the Emily Ducote Elite. We move to pick 6, Pat Day 1425. Pat Day 1425 with the 6th pick. Pat Day is selecting the Elite Brandon Royval. Elite Brandon Royval. We move to pick 7. Robes, pick 7. You are on the clock. Robes is on the clock with pick 7. Guys, I mentioned it earlier. It is worth noting, while Robes gets his pick in, it is going to be the Elite Julia Avila. Julia Avila, and we are on to pick 8, D. Wachter. D. Wachter, or DW Actor. Pick 8. You are on the clock. I mentioned it earlier, guys. Conor McGregor has made headlines. He has announced a return to the UFC after breaking his leg, if you all remember. It looks like that is going to be him and Michael Chandler. Ironically, both he and Michael Chandler are coaching teams in The Ultimate Fighter and are also going to be facing off against each other in the second half of 2023. Pretty exciting stuff. DW Actors. Pick is in. Rare Marcin Tybura. We then move to Typical Gamer Tag. Our friend Typical Gamer Tag has picks 9, 10, 11, and 12. Pick 9, the Elite Jack Shore. Pick 10, the Elite Volkan Oezdemir. Wow. Pick 11, the Elite Arman Sarukian. And pick 12 is going to be the rare Dan Hooker. 4 picks back to back to back to back. We move back to DW Actor in the 13 hole. We move back to DW Actor, and the pick is in. The rare Magomed Ankalaev is going to DW Actor. We move back to Robes at 14. Robes pick is in. That is the Farid Basharat rare. Pat Day, 1425. You are on the clock in slot 15. Pat Day, 1425 on the clock in slot 15. Some other notable news, guys, in the UFC. We've got an interesting update from Izzy. Izzy is saying he'd like to leave his career on top, and he doesn't think he'll be fighting in 5 years. That means we may only have 5 years of Stylebender left. Very interesting. We could have less than 5 years. Also, guys, a quick update. Matt Brown versus Court McGee has been added to the UFC event on May 13th. So mark your calendars. Check the secondary market. Get them in. Pat Day at 1425 is grabbing the rare. Damir Ismagulov. Lee B10 on the board in slot 16. Lee B10 at 16. Lee B10 coming in with the rare Dan Hooker, serial 60. We move down to spot 17. Bears 21, you're on the clock. Bears 21 on the clock. Bears 21 on the clock in slot 17. We're approaching the halfway point, folks. The pick is in. Michael Chiesa, rare, serial 81. Michael Chiesa, rare. 6-pick Coach S train. Coach S, 6 picks in a row. Back to back to back to back to back to back. Bang, bang, bang. Here we go. 6 picks, 18 through 23. Coach S on the board. Here we go. Derek Brunson, rare. Beneil Dariush, rare. 2 of the picks are in. 3rd pick, Edmund Shabazian, rare. 4th pick, Mark Diakese, rare. 5th pick, Cedric Dumas, rare. 5 picks straight. We've got a 6th pick coming up, and guess what? Yep, Jack Hermanson, rare. Jack Hermanson, Derek Brunson, Beneil Dariush, Shabazian, Diakese, and Dumas. Boom. That is a big chunk of our break, folks. Congrats to Coach S. 24, Bears 21, you're on the clock. We do still have a rare, or we can look at core. Where are you going? Bears 21, pick is in. Carol Rosa. Lee B10 on the clock. Slot 25. Lee B10 is going to take the core. Alexandre Pantoja. Alexandre Pantoja. Lee B10. On to 26. 26, Pat Day, 1425. You're on the clock, my friend. Chris Daukas. Pat Day, 1425. Taking the core, Chris Daukas. We move to 27 for Robes. Robes on the clock. Robes is on the clock. Robes, you are up, my friend. Just a quick update, guys, on the men's pound-for-pound rankings. Volkanovski still in the 1 hole. Islam Makhachev at 2. I suspect those rankings will adjust based on the last Islam win. Leon Edwards in the 3-hole tied with Kamaru Usman. Izzy Adesanya in 5. Alex Pereira in 6. Aljamain Sterling is your 7th ranked pound-for-pound fighter. Charles Oliveira, 8th ranked. Brandon Moreno, 9th ranked. You see John Jones move to 10. Yuri down to 11. Dustin Poirier to 12. Jamahal Hill at 13, Robert Whittaker at 14, and Max Holloway moving into the top 15. All right, Robes is taking your core Daniel Hooker. DW Actor is taking your core Alexander Volkov. 4-pick auto train coming up for typical gamer tag. You've got core Peter Yan, core Tracy Cortez, core Pedro Munoz, and a core Suma Derji. Bang, 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 bang. DW Actor, you are back on the clock just like that. You are back on the clock just like that. And the pick is in. Jake Matthews core going to DW Actor. We move back to Robes in the 34-hole. We are almost done here, guys. This could be record timing. We may beat the record here. Stick with me. Robes is taking the core Victor Altamirano. We move to Pat Day, 1425 in the 35 slot. Stick with me, people. Pat Day, 1425, is taking the core Damir Ismagulov. We move to Libby 10 in the 36 slot. Libby, what are we doing here? 36. We're about to break the record. The core Grant Dawson is off the board. Libby 10 snags Grant Dawson. We're moving to 37. Bears 21. High-paced, high-octane pack breaks. We're moving, people. Let's go. Bears 21. You are on the clock. Bears 21, the pick is in. Matthew Smellsberger, the core Smellsberger. We move to Coach S, closing us out with the final cards. The Yana Kunitskaya, the Jorge Masvidal, the Michelle Watterson. Boom! Record time, without a doubt, has to be our fastest break ever. I am not going to check the stats. I'm not going to go to our statisticians on staff, which we do have several of. I believe we just broke our record for the fastest break ever. Thanks to you folks. Thanks to everybody for being here, for being present. Coach S, thank you for being the man, the myth, the legend that you are. We broke the record by 39 minutes, I'm told. Okay, it's in my ear. In my earpiece, I'm told we're breaking the record by 39 minutes. Absolutely amazing. All right, that's break 1 of our second stream of the day. We move into break 2. Buckle your seatbelt. Get ready. More UFC Reignmakers pack break action right now. Let's rip some packs. Pack 1, standard pack from right to left, folks. Here we go. We got a rare. We'll take it. Maldino, Godinez Gonzalez, Stephen Thompson, Paulo Costa, and your rare. Stipe. We'll take a Stipe rare on our first pack. Next pack up, second standard from the right. 5 core, hate to see it. Poliviana Viana, Ketlin Vieira, Izzy. We'll take Izzy. Jandaroba, and a Bryce Mitchell. Moving on to standard pack number 3. Rare, we'll take it. From the right, Kyler Phillips, Sandhagen. We'll take a Cody Sandhagen. Irene Aldana, we'll take that as well. Cynthia Calvillo, we'll take that. And we've got a Dumas rare. Dumas. Standard, final standard pack from the right. 3 rares. Loaded. We got a loaded pack. Corey Sandhagen. Ismagulov. Come on. Big names. Onama. Gary. And Leon Edwards, your champ. Let's go. Let's go. All right, premium time. Buckle up. Here we go. Buckle up. Time to get serious. It's time to dig in. Everybody, put your hard hats on. It's time to dig in. I want everybody grinding here. Here we go. From the right, we got a legendary on tap. Rare. Carla Esparza. Turquios. Bueno. Myra Bueno. A Tony Ferguson elite. We'll take it. Leon Edwards, legendary. Let's go. Let's go! Hard hats on! Everybody's hard hat on! Now, put them on! Boom! Leon Edwards, legendary. Put them on, everybody. Put them on. We're going to work. Here we go. Premium pack 2 legendary. Come on, baby. From the right, rare. Steven Thompson. Kianzad. Elite. Mokayev. Legendary time. Hard hats on. Kopilov. Hard hat. Dvalishvili. We'll take that. Dvalishvili. Nice card. Great legendary right there. We got 2 great legendaries. We've got 2. Not what you want to see. Luckily, this isn't the last pack. 5 rares, not what you want to see. But, again, hard hats on. Let's go. Time to go to work. Big names. Nerdabike, Dariush, Vieta, Romanov, and a Tuivasa. Solid. 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 Not great, not bad. Solid. Final premium. Give me something big. I want to lose my mind. I want to go nuts. I want to lose it. My hard hat's on. I'm digging for you guys. I'm digging for you guys. I'm digging for you guys. We got a legendary. All right, here we go. From the right, rare. Macy Chason. Jamahal Hill, great card. Elite. Elite Alvia, good card. Topuria, and our legendary. Hard hats on. Hard hat. Della Maddalena. Jack Della Maddalena. We'll take it. A lot of legendaries to go around here, folks. A lot of legendaries to go around. Everybody's getting a legendary. I'm exaggerating, but almost. 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 All right. The team is going to take the list. They're going to go back into the back room, and they're going to coordinate our list so that we can follow along for our draft, see who's taken, see who's available. All right. Again, for those of you that are maybe new and just tuning in, this is a hit draft style. What does that mean? Well, we just opened 40 cards. Okay. 40 cards. There's 40 cards to be chosen. Each of you purchased a ticket or multiple tickets. Those tickets have numbers. That is associated with the actual draft pick that you own. If you have the first ticket, you're getting first pick. If you have the 10th ticket, you're getting 10th pick. And we're going to snake draft our way up and down that draft board. First pick goes first, 10th pick goes last, and then we come back again with 10th pick, or I should say the 11th pick back to back. So 10th and 11th is the same person, and then we move our way back down the draft board. Okay? This is how a hit draft works. That is how a hit draft works. Everybody, I ask, please be present. Please participate. Please do some research and or plan your picks accordingly so that we can keep this moving. We just broke our draft time record by 39 minutes, okay? You have a lot to live up to. That was lightning quick, seamless. Absolutely, it wasn't a single seam. Absolutely seamless, okay? Do I think we can break it? I don't know. That's up to you. I have my hard hat on. Do you? I have my hard hat on. I'm here to work. Are you? We're going to work, folks. All right, real quick. I broke you through the men's pound for pound changes. We talked about some of the matchups that are on tap this weekend. The flyweight rankings right now, you have Brandon Moreno as your champion. Davison Figueiredo is your first-ranked contender. Alexandre Pantoja is your second-ranked contender. Kai Kara France, your third. Brandon Royval, your fourth. And Matthias Nicolau is your fifth-ranked contender. I'm going to keep it the top 5 right now, guys. Featherweight, current rankings. Alexander Volkanovski is your champion. Yair Rodriguez, after his victory, is now the interim champ. Okay? Max Holloway moving to second. Brian Ortega, your third-ranked contender. Arnold Allen, your fourth. And Josh Emmett, your fifth. Shout out to Calvin Kattar, my man, my boy. He is seventh. He's working his way back up those rankings. Calvin Kattar, watch out. He's coming for blood. All right, lightweight, your champ, Islam, of course. Okay, big win the other night, but he is your lightweight champion. Charles Oliveira is your number 1 contender in that lightweight division. Dustin Poirier is your second contender. Gaethje, your third. Dariush, your fourth. And Michael Chandler, your fifth. That is a loaded division, folks. Lightweight, light heavyweight, there are some changes. Jamahal Hill is your champion. Yuri Prochaska, your first contender. Magomed Ankalaev in number 2. Jan Blachowicz, 3rd ranked. Alexander Rakic, 4th ranked. Anthony Smith, 5th ranked. We have seen Volkan Oezdemir move to 8th, tied with Ryan Spahn. Okay? Spahn moved up from 9. He is now tied for 8th. Heavyweight, we do have some changes here. We have a number of changes. Cyril Gane is your number 1 ranked contender still. There is no champion in this heavyweight division right now. Stipe, number 2. Sergey Pavlovich, number 3. Curtis Blades, number 4. Tai Tuivasa, number 5. However, Spivak and Volkov have swapped. Spivak now in the 7th and Volkov now in the 8th hole. You've got Marcin Tybura and Derek Lewis swapping in rank. Okay? Those are all worth noting. I would say this. Lots of movement in the UFC ranks these past few weeks. A lot of big fights. I don't know who watched, but that Volkanovski-Islam fight was really fantastic. 2 of the best fighters on the planet, if not the 2 best fighters on the planet. I mean, pound for pound, they're the best fighters on the planet, so that's what they are. If you watch that, you see that there's opportunity everywhere. I do think Volkanovski won more rounds than they gave him, but Islam did win the fight. But I do think Volkanovski won more rounds than the judges judged, I would say. Again, guys, your main card fights coming up this weekend, Andrade and Blanchfield. That is your flyweight matchup. Your light heavyweight matchup, again, Zach Pagua and Jordan Wright. You've got your heavyweight matchup in Josh Parisian and Jamal Pogues. You've got your light heavyweight matchup in William Knight and Marcin Prachnio. And you've got your lightweight is Jim Miller versus Alexander Hernandez. All right? Quick on the prelims. Just keep these names in mind. Lena Landsberg and Mayra Bueno Silva go off in women's bantamweight. You've got featherweight Jamal Emmers and Hussein Askahov. And then you've got a light heavyweight bout between Ovin St. Preux and Philip Lins. And you have a lightweight Nazim Sadikov and Evan Elder. Finally, welterweight AJ Fletcher versus Temba Gorimbo. I lied. There is a flyweight matchup between Clayton Carpenter and Juan Camilo Ronderos. Okay, folks, the board is up. We're ready to draft. The first overall pick, Bears 21, is going to take the legendary Leon Edwards. We move to Yoshi FL. Good to see you again, my friend. Back for more action. I love to see it. Yoshi is going to snag the Jack Della Maddalena legendary. The Jack Della Maddalena legendary is going to Yoshi. We move to pick 3, Elf Kev. Also good to see you as well. You're on the clock, my friend. Elf Kev's pick is in. We go Roman Kopylov, legendary. Love this pace. Love this pace. Hard hats on, folks. Let's go. 4th pick on the board. Also 5th pick on the clock. Bud 20657. Bud 20657 with the 4th and 5th overall pick. Who we going with, Bud? Good to see you. Let's get it. Bud 20657. Pick is in. The Dvalishvili legendary is going to Bud. And the 5th pick is going to be the Mayra Bueno. Bud, very nice. Mayra Bueno. Muy bueno. 6th pick, Robo 61. You are on the clock. 6th pick, Robo 61 is on the clock. Robo 61's pick is in. Folks, I love it. Everybody is on their computers right now. Stick with me. Jamahal Hill Elite going to Robo 61. We move to the 7th overall pick. 7th overall pick belonging to Dustin Vanderman. Dustin Vanderman, you're on the clock, my friend. Let's get it. And Dustin's right there. He's ready to rock. He's on his keyboard. Mohamed Makayev, Elite, going to Dustin. Dustin is taking the Mohamed Makayev. We go to spot 8, Bud 20657. Back at it with another pick. Bud, you're on the clock. Bud, pick is in. Ilya Topuria, Elite, nice grab. I feel like we're moving so fast. I feel like I'm like an auctioneer almost. Here we go. Verbal Kent on the clock in the 9-hole. Verbal Kent, good to see you again, my friend. It's good to see you in all these breaks. It's good to see a lot of you in all these breaks. A lot of familiar names. I love it. Hopefully you guys are having fun. Verbal Kent coming in hot with the elite Tony Ferguson. Nice grab right there. Here we go. We're moving on to spot 10 and 11. Back-to-back Pat Day 1425 in the 10-hole with a back-to-back pick. Some people really love that back-to-back slot. I love it. I love it. Pat Day's pick is in. Pick 10 is going to be the Julia Avila. Julia Avila and the Ricky Turcios. Julia Avila and Ricky Turcios. We move to Verbal Kent. Going back to you, Verbal Kent, in the 12-hole. Verbal Kent in the 12-hole. Verbal Kent is on the clock. Verbal Kent, pick is in. Macy Chason, rare. Macy Chason, rare. We move to spot 13. Bud, 20657. You're on the clock again, my friend. 13th pick on the clock. Bud, 2657. Bud's pick is in. The Benil Dariush. Rare Benil Dariush. Dustin Vandeman, you are on the clock in the 14-hole. Dustin Vandeman. Dustin's pick is in. He's going Ian Gary. Rare Ian Gary with the Challengers Edition. Robo 6115, you are on the clock. Robo 61 is on the clock. Robo comes in with the Leon Edwards, rare. Leon Edwards is going to Robo. We've got 16 and 17 back-to-back. Bud, 2657. You're on the clock, Bud. Spot 16 and 17. Going to Bud. Bud, back-to-back, the Shaylin Nerdembike, rare, and the Cedric Dumas. We move to 18. Elf Kev on the clock again. Elf Kev, you are up. Elf Kev going with the rare Stipe. Nice grab. We move to 19 with Yoshi FL. Yoshi FL in the 19 slot. Yoshi's pick is in, the Alexander Romanov rare. Like that. 20 and 21 going to Bears 21. We are at the halfway point, folks. Nice pace. Nice pace. Bears 21, back-to-back, 20 and 21. You're on the clock. All right, Ty Tuivasa rare going to Bears 21 in the 20 slot. And he's going Jalen Maladino. The Jalen Maladino core. I like it. I like it against the grain. Nice move. Jalen Maladino core going to Bears 21. Next up, 22, Yoshi FL. Rare, Stephen Thompson. Very nice. Rare Stephen Thompson. We move to 23 with Elf Cav. Elf Cav back on the clock. Elf Kev is on the clock in the 23 hole. And there it is, Ketlin Vieira. Ketlin Vieira is going to Elf Kev. A rare Ketlin Vieira. We go 24 and 25 back-to-back with Bud 2657. Bud, you are on the clock, and you are on the board. Bud is grabbing the David Onama rare and the Pani Kianzad. David Onama and Pani Kianzad. Back to back. Robo on the clock in the 26 hole. Robo 61. You are on the clock, my friend. Robo going with the Izzy Adesanya. Style Bender core. Dustin Vandeman, you are on the clock at 27. Dustin Vandeman on the clock in the 27 hole. Let's see what you have up your sleeve. We're going Carla Esparza, our final rare card. We are through the rares. We are on to cores only. Carla Esparza going to Dustin. We are on to 28. Bud, you are back up. Bud 2657 is on the clock in the 28 hole. Bud is going Corey Sandhagen. Nice core, Corey Sandhagen. 29th pick, Verbal Kint. You are on the clock, Verbal Kint. Verbal Kint is on the clock. Lupita Gonzalez is going to Verbal Kint. Very nice. Here we go, back-to-back, 30 and 31, going to Pat Day, 1425. Pat Day, 1425. Ketlin Vieira core is going to Pat Day, and then the core Demir Ismagulov. We go back to Verbal Kint in the 32 slot. We are cruising, folks. Verbal Kint going Kyler Phillips. Core Kyler Phillips Challengers Edition. We move back to Bud 2657 in the 33 hole. 8 cards left on the board. About to be 7. The pick is in. Bud is going Bryce Mitchell core. Bryce Mitchell core to Bud 20657. We move to Dustin Vandeman. Dustin, you're back on the clock in the 34 hole. Dustin's pick is in. He's going Corey Sandhagen. Core. Robo 61, you are on the clock in the 35 slot. 35 slot is Robo 61 on the clock. Robo 61 on the clock. Robo is going with the Vima Jandiroba. Vima Jandiroba. Core. And we go back to back again. Back to Bud 2657, the 36th and the 37th pick of our draft. We're going first, Core Paulo Costa. Best last name in the game. And we move to After the Paolo, Bud is going with it looks like, Irene Aldana Core. Elf Kev, the 38 hole. Elf Kev, you're back on the board. We've got 3 cards on the board. What are we doing? Elf Kev is going with the Stephen Thompson. And we've got Yoshi FL on tap. Yoshi, you are on the clock. Second to last pick. Is it going to be the Viana or the Calvillo? He's taking the Viana. Poliana Viana going to Yoshi FL. And our final pick of tonight's draft. Big up. Bears 21. Cynthia Calvillo. Love it, guys. Awesome draft. Thank you guys all for participating. Shout out to everybody. We just beat our last draft, I'm told in my earpiece. 12 seconds faster than the last draft. You guys somehow broke the record. That was the fastest draft we've had. Unbelievable. More participants, faster draft, incredible engagement. Like I said, hard hats on, firmly on. Okay? I love to see it. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you to all that participated. This has been another round of UFC Reignmakers fighter card pack breaks. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the last few weeks of action. We're leading up into another UFC fight night. Hopefully you guys can apply not only cards you pulled tonight to those fight night events, but also can go out into the secondary market and grab fighter cards that you want to build lineups with. All right? Make sure you go out and grab your own packs. Again, as you build your own franchise score, or if you build your own collection, you're going to build your franchise score, which is going to unlock the ability to compete for millions of dollars in prizes this year. Again, let me repeat very clearly. Again, hard hats on. We are getting the opportunity as collectors of UFC Reignmakers cards to participate in $4 million worth of prizing just by building your franchise score. To build your franchise score, you build your collection, either buying cards in the secondary market, opening packs, entering pack breaks, etc. Build your collection, add some cards, participate, and you're going to get access to additional $4 million in access of prizes. Incredible. Anyways, guys, I'm Chris Costa. I'm your host. This has been another round of UFC Reignmakers pack breaks. Hopefully you guys had fun, as much fun as I did. I will see you next week.